Hello, today we will be learning how to use the YouTube API with Python to extract channel data. Let's first go over an overview of which technologies to use. We will be using Python to interact with the official Python client library for Google's discovery-based APIs. This will allow us to interact with the Google Cloud Console using an API key for authentication. At which point, we can use the YouTube-specific API to target a particular channel and extract data. Using this process allows us to extract publicly available data from any YouTube channel, provided we have a few pieces of information.
The first thing we'll want to do is head on over to the Google Cloud Console, which is found on console.cloud.google.com. And once here, we'll want to create a new project. So we'll click on the project picker, select new project, and let's name it YouTube Data API. And under organization, we'll keep it at no organization and create the project. Then what we'll do is wait for the project to be created. And once that is done, we can go ahead and select it. From here, we'll want to activate certain APIs and services. And so we can click on API and services from the quick access menu. Once here, we can go ahead and select Enable APIs and Services. Here we'll type in YouTube, hit enter, and what we want to do is activate the YouTube Data API version 3. Let's go ahead and enable this. Perfect. Now what we'll need to then do is get some credentials for the API key. So once we click here, we want to go ahead and create credentials. And we'll want to create an API key. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. It's best practice to save this as a environmental variable, but for the ease of explanation, I'm going to go ahead and just copy it over. Perfect. So the second portion, or the second item that we'll need, is the Google API client. And so that is right here. We'll essentially pip install it before we run the script. But yeah, these are two of the requirements we need. And after this, we'll dive into the code. So I've gone ahead and created a script that will go ahead, parse through all the videos on a provided channel, and it'll store that data into a SQLite 3 database. One of the things that you do need to customize, well, two actually, would be on line 6, where you have to change the API key to the API key provided from the Google Cloud Console. And then secondly, you'll want to change the channel ID to the specific channel that you're trying to extract data from. And so for the channel ID, what you'll want to do is go ahead and right click, view page source. And then once here, you'll want to control F and search for channel ID. This variable will get you over to the channel ID, which you will then copy and paste into the code. Besides that, essentially, you'll want to run this by opening wherever you've saved this script. You'll want to open your terminal and then Python, the name of the script, .py, hit enter. Okay, so I did mess up here. Let me save this. Let's try running that again. Okay, API key is not valid. Let me fix that. All right, nope, that was a channel ID. So this again is going to be your actual API key. But let's go ahead and run that again. API key is not valid. Okay, it does not like this API key. Let me grab a different one. All right, so I'll show you what I'm doing. We'll want to go back to APIs and services, enable API. We'll go here, type in YouTube, data API, select it, enable. We'll then go over to credentials, create API key, and then copy that. After which we'll then go ahead and paste it, save it, and then rerun the script. So right now it's fetching all the video IDs. It'll then parse these into a different function to extract the statistics from each particular video. And here we have it. So this particular channel that I got the channel ID of has a lot of videos, and as you can see, it's scrolling through each of the videos and saving them into a database. So if I go into my files, I then go over to YouTube database, I'm able to see the ID, the title, the view count, the like count, and the number of comments. One of the useful things about SQLite 3 in VS Code is that I can view the database within the IDE, and then I can go ahead and organize the data according to the highest and lowest of each, according to the numbers and whatnot. So that's pretty neat. So if I wanted to know the most viewed videos on this channel, I would sort them, and here we have it. These are, the top 10 most viewed videos, and that could be really useful for a variety of reasons. But I will go ahead and put this code out onto GitHub so that you can play around with it as you wish, and I'll make sure to put the URL of the repo in the description. If this helped you, please share, like, and comment. That would be really appreciated. But thanks for sitting through this, and I hope this helped.